We back in this motherfucker. Unwind your mind.
Yo.
Episode, whatever we on right now.
4,
5,
4.
It's only been Ricky, now you, and Angel.
Okay.
I have 2 episodes that I did. It's confusing because we have the episodes that we recorded that it was audio issues, so we don't count those 2.
Right.
Then we got the other 2, the one that we did. So I think it's 6.
That's crazy.
It's 6.
That boy
Technically 8. So episode 6.
Okay.
We got my guy
What's good, man?
Robbie in the house.
The assassin.
The assassin.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, man?
Honestly, I'm good. Grateful. That's like the main thing I can say. Grateful, man. I'm here.
Yeah, bro. You went through crazy ass situation, bro.
Super crazy.
I remember. I think I saw it on Facebook. No, Matt had sent it to us in the chat, in the fam chat. Like, yo, pray for Robbie. I'm like, pray for Robbie. Fuck going
Word,
on?
what happened?
Yeah.
He told us nigga got into a motorcycle accident. I'm like, oh man, all bad, you know, because I lost my uncle in a motorcycle accident.
That's crazy.
So I was like, oh nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know those motherfuckers can be fatal.
Yeah. That's definitely. I wanted to clear that up too, because this one wasn't the motorcycle. This one was a car accident. I got to a motorcycle accident before.
Oh
Yeah, this is the second accident.
God damn.
Right, bro. And that's what I'm saying. People don't get it. Like, I was paralyzed this time. Like, couldn't walk on my own. Like, had to get help to the bathroom type shit. Like, bro, that's why I say grateful is like the word. Like, walking around wasn't a thing, bro. Whole right leg, foot numb. Like,
Yeah, that seeing that really had me messed up, bro. Cause
yeah,
like
bro.
seeing, you know what Krump and fighting means to you, it was like, damn, bro. Like the thought of you not being able to do that, that really like messed me up mentally, bro. So, but I'm, you know, I speak for the both of us when we say like we're happy that you're still here, moving, and really still living life the way you want to.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's more like I've always wanted to give back, but now it's more so like I live life, you know what I mean, like a person that's dying, technically. Like a lot of stuff I don't hold to heart like I would have beforehand. Like having conversations with people, like when somebody say something that they say that they probably don't mean, like in the time I might think of it like, why does this person say that? But then it instantly hit me like it's not even that serious. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They probably didn't even mean that shit. Caught up in the moment, emotions.
Right. Like, so that's kind of what like these times brought to me, like not being able to move. Like I fractured my spine like in 2 places, like a crack.
God damn.
So it's like tore muscles in my shoulder, bulging disc in my back. Like to even be able to do half the stuff I was doing was, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I did that event, that the blue
Jam.
that thing. And people just looking at me like, you know, like it's natural and normal for me to be
Not even knowing.
not have no idea.
Right, because we saw you pull up. We were like,
Right.
I mean, even before that,
Yeah,
I saw you at the session.
Yeah. And I gave you a hug.
bro,
there.
I was like,
yeah.
oh, this nigga Robbie is moving around.
Right.
Like, hold on, what the fuck? That shit was really blowing me. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Blessing for real, because like some people go through shit like that and shit not even nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't ever, you know what I'm saying, get back to the
Get
shit
even
that they were
close.
doing before.
Yeah. It changed me, bro. Like the tenacity that I had before, it ain't even close to what I got now. Like,
Which is a fucking crazy thought, because like
I move crazier now after an accident like that.
Yo, and the fact that like I saw you walk in the building, I'm like, oh shit, Robbie's there. But then I asked you, I was like, you battling? He was like, I might do a little something. Whoa, something, bro. Came in here and made it to the finals.
right, all the way to the finals.
Yeah, man. It was just good to be again moving, be alive, see y'all too, because like I really rock with y'all boys, man. Like there's a lot of people I don't like, you know what I mean, just in general.
I feel that.
But
I feel
just
that.
as real as it
It's
can
just
be.
it's just what
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's just
most
it's
people
just
are
what
not
it is.
real.
Fact.
It's just a lot of people I don't like. Don't mean I will disrespect them or anything in any way, but I don't like, you know what I mean, people. Like y'all, I really rock with y'all. Like I haven't seen y'all be a different way since the years I've been here off and on, even in the beginning. Like So when I saw y'all, I'm like, hell yeah, give y'all niggas hugs and stuff.
Right.
Other people, I'm just like, I head nod them or something like that.
Right.
You know?
What's up?
Yeah. Like, I'm alive. Like, it is what it is, and don't nobody owe me shit. Like,
yeah.
Which is everything. I just went up. Like, relationship-wise, job-wise, everything, like, doubled. Like, even my last, after the accident, like, the relationship, like, that I had to peace out from her. Like, job, had to peace out from my job. Like, everything started over for me. Boxing-wise, like, respect to my coach too. I got another coach. Had to, So shout out to my new coach as well. Like, bro, shit really doubled and tripled for me, like in a good way. So I got a better apartment, like upstairs, downstairs type shit.
Leveling
up. It was all good. And then, like I said, and then to see y'all again, it was just like full circle for me. Like, damn, these niggas is still cool.
Yeah, bro.
These niggas are still, doing their thing. Like, it was good to see. That's why I say, like, grateful.
Yeah, bro, because you got to see, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and even, like, experience with us.
Right.
The trenches, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We was in that motherfucking apartment.
Bro, office space.
Like 5 of us at the time. And that's like people was in and out. You know, we had different people living there at different times.
Mm-hmm. You was the one that told me that I can stay there. You the one that bro.
What's her name? Anita hit me up. She was like, hey, can you help? I was like, I mean, we got this space. Like, if he could make this work, and that whole experience was just crazy with everybody. Super. Like, we had, at a point, you in there, Nami, Miso had moved in, and was living there.
Ricky.
At a point, Ricky, it started with Ricky, Angel, and I. At a point, we had Trey in that motherfucker.
Damn.
We had Tyler in there.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
They went through a whole list.
Yeah, man. Just niggas is going through the struggle with us. So it's a beautiful thing to see everybody elevate to where they're at now. Especially like going through different shit, and in particular like your situation, to go from where we are to have to go through these different trials and tribulations, and then you overcome that and then come back and be like, nah, on some broly shit.
Right.
All right, nigga, now I'm finna unleash the beast on you niggas, bro. This nigga met us in the finals. I was like,
we gotta pull out some tag shit.
Yo, what? Listen, I wasn't losing to you again. I was not losing to you again,
my boy,
bro.
This is what I told my boy. Like I said, like, you know what I mean? You know how I am. I've always been strategic. So I told him, like, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this one we might not win it because we don't have tag stuff. That's not gonna be enough for these guys. I used to stay with these niggas. I've trained with them. Like, they have stuff together, even if it's something that's old that they practice together. This is for years, bro. So take it for what it is. If you're gonna give out something, give out a hard-earned round for you. We might have a little, you know what I mean, but this is where you put Krump on the map. And this is how, when I first came to Florida, that was my goal. Just put Krump on the map this way.
Right.
And people took it another way, obviously.
Right. Got in their feelings and shit.
Yeah. But but that was the goal and that was the object. So I told him, and he was like, honestly, that was his first ever event. He's never been in a 2v2 event.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he was like, excuse me, he was telling me, like, he was leaning on me. Like, I think we had lost to some team like semifinals, and it was like, you can buy your way back in, but you got to beat 2 people. So I ended up beating those 2 people to get back to battling y'all. Yeah. And I'm like, I went back to back to back.
Yeah, nah, that shit was crazy because they had y'all like, all right, y'all gonna go. All right, y'all gonna go again.
Right. And then we had to battle y'all. And each time I was the person that was picked. Again, people not knowing I had the accident. Not like, no one really knows that. Obviously, I'm not telling them that, but that just shows like the ethic, the work ethic, the effort. Like, nigga, I had my spine fractured. Like, that's a crack in a bone. Like, not a clear break, but a fracture. People who dance know.
Moving like ain't nothing happened. I'm watching. I'm like, we sure it was his spine? Bro, I can't tell.
Right. Is this nigga gonna be okay?
Right.
Moving, bro. And it just shows like some people don't want it bad enough.
Yeah.
And that applies to me too sometimes. Like, I was just telling these niggas earlier, like, I have been watching some podcasts and just doing some like studying and shit to help make what we're doing better and get better at my craft. And I was watching one of these podcasts, and niggas were just talking about like their situation and how they got to where they was at. you know, and just like the work ethic and saying how, and it's so cliche, but like a lot of people just don't want it bad enough. Some people, a lot of people aren't like consistent enough and just like doing it.
Yeah.
You got to wake up every day and be like, all right, this is what I'm choosing to do.
Yeah.
You know, and after 5 years, 10 years, you know, sometimes that's how long it takes for people, for they shit to finally get in a position, to click and be like, boom,
they blow up.
And then it'd be like, everybody be like, oh damn, you know, overnight success, but like that's not really the case. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't see the years, and years,
10, 15 strong, consistent.
You know what I'm saying? So like that really, even seeing your story is a nice reminder. Like, nigga, do you want this or not? You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking on one of the other episodes, where like niggas be acting like this. It was with Ricky. I think it was last week. I was like, niggas be acting like, oh, you go into these battles and it's like, oh, this is just for fun, and it's like, it can be for fun.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But like, do you niggas want it or not?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's money on the line. Like, this ain't got to be your source of income or whatever the case may be, but this is a competition, right? Are you here to compete? Or if not, like, just come and support, dance in the ciphers, dance on the side and shit like that. Let niggas who want to compete. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to water down the competition essence because it's a little bit too intense for you. Like, nigga, this is a competition.
Right. You're going to run into people like me.
There's a band on the line. Like, what
I'm
are we talking
there
about?
To kill you. I'm not there to impress you or, you know, get my crowd pleasing like points.
Exchange.
No, I'm there to destroy everybody breathing.
You know, so this actually works perfectly because I want to talk about. I've spoken about it before, but I want to dive a little bit more. You know, with some more minds about being competitive, or like, do you believe in the idea of friendly competition?
Yeah. What?
Right. So like,
how many times have we all clashed? Like,
at what point, you know, because I was saying before, I was like, the issue with a lot of these niggas is they don't know how to compete, and maybe not even necessarily be friendly, but just have like that friendly competition, or it not be like this sort of hate and disgust towards the person across them, like, oh, I hate you, this anger and shit like that.
Then I'm not gonna say it's not for you, but that's kind of my take on it. Like, I beat you, I've lost to you, and we talk and laugh all the time. Like, I would never in life ever hate you. How do you hate somebody that gave you a place to lay your head? Like, that's weird to me. And that's just out of respect. You know what I mean? Like, it was times where we like, yo, let's put some money together to get some pizza. Like,
nah, that's a fact. You get the Pizza Hut with the balsamic glaze. What, nigga? Oh my gosh, Pizza Hut, you folded getting rid of the balsamic glaze.
Yeah, super crazy. We gotta have a talk with the CEO over some shit like that. But no, like, just on some real, like, it's people that I love battling because they bring the best out of me. Like, mind wise as well. Like, if you don't have people that's in your like corner or around you that's like that, you in the wrong spot. How you expecting to elevate because you think you beating everybody, but your level of competition is at your waist? Like, you are really, really crazy dancer to me. I don't know what and care what everybody else say. You got your own flavor when you do certain stuff. People can't move like you move. Facts. So when I go against you, it's not like how I would go against a guy that's like intermediate in hip hop that's from Florida. I'm trashing him. That's just off my work ethic. That's not off some like, okay, this guy, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're not ready. And there's levels to stuff too. And I learned that too growing up. You have to be ready. Talking don't do anything for you. I've always been an action guy. Yeah. So going against people like you, Angel, like, y'all have been doing it long enough to know self, like, okay, I got to bring this nigga my A game. Right. But I'm cool with y'all. Like, I want the best for y'all niggas. Like, if y'all win, all right, nigga, who you battle next? Cool, kill this nigga. I'm hyping you now. Right. That's just me. Most people take it to heart, like, oh, I lost to this guy. Like, okay, if that's going to motivate you, cool. But if you truly hate me, then, you know, I guess we got to handle it another way. Like, right, hey.
Or you know? Or you need to quit.
Right. So last night, I had sent, and watching different shit, I had sent Soul this clip, and it was more in regards to, like, competition in rap and hip hop and shit. And rapping, Queso?
I got a mixtape coming out next
year. That's fire.
No, I'm capping.
Oh, but shit, that's fire.
But the nigga Joe Buttons and I think it was Mech, they was saying, like, there's no there's no like friendly competition is a myth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that truly exists when you're at the top.
What?
And I kind of got what they were saying in regards to like, because when you losing, and maybe it's different from whenever we're like, I think it varies by situation. So I think to a degree what he was saying, what they were saying is right, and I also agree with what you were saying because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I think there's somewhere in the middle is like where the truth and everything lies in it all. Is like the idea of friendly competition is kind of a myth where if you at the top, you know what I'm saying, and you're competing with somebody and you lose, and that tarnishes, you know, your reputation, your run or whatever the case may be. And now people might start looking at you differently. Obviously, like what they were saying was more so in regards to rap, because whenever you're competing and you're beefing in rap, there's verbal exchanges and shit is being said.
Right.
Sometimes it gets a little personal, and you know, hip hop is like, nigga, everything is on the table. You know what I'm saying? Right. You step into this battlefield, like that's what it is. It's a little bit
like that. I feel like, you know, go ahead.
It's a little different with dance, because like niggas is not necessarily talking and doing research on oh, you got a child you not taking care of, let me write a bar about this because you got a child with one of these ex-strippers, and you not taking care of your kid, and and you ashamed
torture
of
you
them.
like that.
You know, so it's a little bit different. But I think to a degree, like, you know, whenever you are at the top or whenever you are in that upper echelon, the competition can get a little less friendly, because it's like, if I lose to you, you could essentially, what they were saying is like, you could cut somebody's bottom line. Like if I'm making money based off of like me winning and doing this, that, and the third, and then somebody who isn't as known or whatever the case may be that I'm still cool with comes through, fry my ass up, there's still probably gonna be people that that are fans of you that are still gonna be like, oh, I'm a fan of them regardless. And there's gonna be some people who are gonna be like, they might have fell off. You know, and I think that's common to start hearing people talk about like, oh, this nigga done fell off because they lost to so and so. You know, they might not be getting booked to judge shit as much. They might not be getting booked to come teach. You know, where the new person is starting to take that bottom line, you know, and take money out of somebody else's pocket. So to that extent, I kind of understand, like, whenever there's money and funds involved, you know, like.
Yeah, I don't agree.
No?
Nah, I don't agree, because I can put it into this perspective. It's like, look at Steph Curry and then look at LeBron. People always try and talk, you know, crazy about them two competing. But when you're a killer, you're a killer. Like, I've lost Krump battles. I don't care what anybody say I have. Like, when I first started, yes. Like, I've lost to some really good people. But can't no one take nothing away from me right now at this, even though I've lost. Like, those people, I can go back and I can torch those people. There's nothing that's stopping me from being great. It's just seeing the factor of, like, am I going to let what people say about me stunt my growth, or, you know, where my mind is at? Like, because again, I can say this perfect example. I just lost to you and Angel at the last event. Somebody try to battle me now, casket easily. So it's like,
hold on, man, let me get in the lab, because this nigga Robbie kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I got to get back on my P's and Q's.
Nah, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you'll always be a dangerous dancer. Always, because of how you move, how you practice, how you got yourself. So, again, going against the grain with it is like, look at Mike Tyson. Like, the dude, I'm pushing 60. But I'm pretty sure, even now, and it's just saying, if he got in the ring, he can probably beat majority of the people that's in that division, which is crazy. But it's how he trained himself. So you can't talk crazy about Mike. Oh, he fell off. Well, he's almost 60, but he's still knocking out 70% of the guys fighting professionally. So what can you really say? Oh, he fell off dance-wise, cool, but yeah, he's still beating 85, 90% of the dance world. So how much did he fall off?
It's valid.
So it's like, when it comes to friendly competition, I feel like that's false, because there's going to be, you don't own everything. You don't run everything. There's going to be great people all over the planet. There's people in India right now that's probably insane.
Nah, for sure.
But that does not stop me from being a killer. The person that I trained to be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been to different countries in battle, and I've torched people. Different countries, different states. Nothing changes. I go against people's best guys, and the outcome don't change. So it's like, and some of it be friendly. Some of it be because I don't like people. Some of it be friendly. Like, this dude's just really good, man. I want to see how good I do. I want to give him my best material. Oh, I just so happened to torch this nigga. Okay, cool. Well, he should have been better. They said he was good.
Right. They said he was the best.
The best. So I gave him that. And now whatever happens when I leave here, that's on him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
you have a really good mindset for it, because you're the type to use it as fuel versus like damn, I just got embarrassed in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, I feel that
it's always gonna be that's what's gonna get you to the next level. You never see, RIP Kobe, people like, you know what I mean? You never see these guys hanging their head over something else. Jordan said it, they said it best, like, or Kobe, I think he had an interview. They were saying, like, after he lost like a final, stuff like that, the nigga go right to the gym
next day
and start shooting a basketball. Like, you lost the biggest game.
Right.
So how are you ain't gonna be
back
you got
in the
money
lab.
and you the next day, and your family understand.
Yeah.
Go let him shoot. Let him, because he
Burn it
gonna
off.
get ready for what's coming.
Yep.
And that's how it's fuel for me. Like, friendly competition. Hell yeah. If you ain't good, I'm torching you. That's your fault. If you good and you my boy, hey, bring it out. Like, you know how we do when we say, I got you, nigga. Like, let's get it.
Right.
Let's get it.
Show me who.
Right.
One of us gonna take this motherfucker.
Right. And that to me gets me to, that's fuel. Not, I hate this nigga. Like, I gotta give him the craziest. No, that don't do nothing for me. Because then you get your ass whooped. Then what? Like,
right now you hurt your ego, like, your pride is hurt even more because you trying to prove something to yourself with this weird ass mentality.
Whatever voice that is in your mind that the people feeding you out there, crowd, people, internet, whatever, that shit's not real, man. It is friendly competition. That's how you get better. This nigga's really good at Krump. I need to lab. I don't hate him for being good at what he can do. This guy's a really good breaker. You know what? I kind of want to get better at breaking. Let me watch him. Not I hate him because he could do 18 different head spins. What?
Right.
Bro, that's crazy. You ain't going to be good at nothing. You're going to hit a lot of people for a long time. Because there's 7-year-olds that's out there smoking shit.
Right. Going fucking crazy.
They smoking shit, so you're going to be mad at a 7-year-old? Like, this person still eat applesauce and shit. Like, you know what I mean? You mad at that? Like, bro, you got to get it together, man.
Yeah, man.
That friendly comp is real, man.
That, like, the issue, do you think that's a part of the issue with the dance scene now? Just like niggas don't know how to just have friendly competition, or they don't understand like what that is?
They don't understand. What you just said was like the hammer on the nail. People just don't understand. They think, especially outsiders too looking in, they think it has to be some type of animosity. They think it has to be like a backstory. It's like, no, this guy's good, I'm good. I really just want to give my best effort, him give his best effort, because then if not, and this is how I think of it, if I go against a guy that everybody says is really good and he does subpar things and I just destroy him, what was the point of me coming here? For me, there's no point.
So what does that look like? And this is for both of y'all, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that look like whenever it comes to somebody that is not friendly? You know what I'm saying? We're in a competitive space.
Right.
And maybe I don't like you. I don't hate you or nothing like that, but it's just like, I don't really like this nigga. Like,
you give him that work. Shit.
Do you think that, and I mean, I know there can be, and that just comes to the individual, but like finding that line between I'm being competitive and keeping the shit between us separate from this competition and the intensity. Do you think that's something that people in the scene can finally get to a point where it's like, all right, I don't like this nigga standing across from me. We being competitive, but it ain't got nothing to do with our issues, nigga. It's all just about the competition.
Yeah, I feel like that just comes with maturity within like you doing your craft. Because if you're good at your craft, it don't matter what that person got going on. Like, you'll be on some like I can care less, even if the person even came to the event. Like, I just don't like you, and that's on a personal level.
And that's just what it is.
And that's just that's that. You know that, I know that, but we're competing. I'm trying to get this stack. You trying to get this stack. So you're going to have to do, you know what I mean? Does that give me fuel? Yeah, because I don't like you. So I'm gonna think of the crazier moves to do for myself. But that don't mean I hate you as I'm not thinking about hating you as I'm battling, because I'm a strategic guy. I use my brain when I dance.
Right.
So I'm thinking give you the best round and I'm focused. Not focused on you.
Yeah, I think the right word that you used was maturity, because we've seen people lose or not qualify and their whole day is
just off.
They don't want to be there. They moping around. So.
Because they, like he said, it's ego. I learned to crush that a long time ago. Like, I have no ego. I have no like motives, or I just show up and kill shit. That's why I've always been called the assassin. Like, I'm not there to show you that I hate you. I'm not there to mope around. Sometimes I stay and see people battle. I be hyping. Like, I be on stage, like having fun. Go get a little bag of chips or something. Like, bro, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's just, it's always been me, bro. I've never been one to hate somebody. If I truly don't hate you, I'm probably trying to fight you. Like, there is no, you know what I mean? That's the line for me. If it's personal, it's personal. Right. I handle it personally. Yeah. If it's dance and we competing, that's
dance.
Right. That's what we're there to do. Don't try and get emotional because you lost and now you walking around the stage mad, you throw your hat, you this, that, and the third. You shouldn't have came.
That's a fact. Should have stayed your ass home.
Should have stayed home, brother.
Right. Went to a therapy session or something, get that shit sorted out.
Get it out, man. But
no, so what about because like I feel you on it. If it's personal, we can handle it personally outside of dance.
Right.
Do you feel like there's anything that can be done during dance?
Yeah.
That can lead to like, nah, that's personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you cross the line. Or is dance is just dance. Like,
definitely stuff. Yeah.
I feel like when niggas disrespect your round, like while you're going, it's kind of just like, all right, bro.
You will fight a nigga over that?
It depends.
I wouldn't.
And me. And me being
K-Soul's a thug,
me
bro.
being the fly nigga I am, you take my
brother.
Step on it or
different.
some shit.
That's different.
That's
though.
personal.
I always tell people, you know this. I always tell people, don't touch me. That's always been my thing. I just don't touch me. If you want my hat, I'll give it to you. Don't keep grabbing on my clothes.
Yeah.
Right, stretching my shit out.
Because then
because you're reaching now.
I work hard.
Yeah. Because then I'm gonna have to
my good money.
Right. Then I'm gonna have to air shit out. Like you're not
that backpack, boy.
Right. That transformer in there, bro. I'm telling you, that shit get like that shit drop out, drop, put it back, bro. I'm telling you, like
I feel it, bro.
Yeah,
I feel it.
After that, bro, don't be yanking on my shit, bro.
Nah, there's shit that
boss.
There's shit that like for me, you know what I'm saying, is crossing the line, and I typically wouldn't like react unless I've already had to tell somebody, yo, don't do this.
Right.
And then they do it, and it's like, all right,
okay.
I don't be wanting to treat niggas like my child, but like if I done told you don't do this, now you do it. Okay. Now you need to be disciplined.
Right.
And we see it in action. So
you know what I'm saying? And like, it's no disrespect. I'm not even gonna bring it up, but like, no disrespect to my boy, cause we cool now.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a situation. I told this nigga don't do this stuff. You never know how people gonna react, and I'm one of those people, and he did it, and I showed him how I'm gonna react to it. Like, just simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's something where it's like it's beyond dance.
It's happened for me before. I've cleaned somebody's clock before at an event because I told them, you know, even before the battle, like, yo, even if y'all, you know, don't like me, whatever the case is, just don't grab on me, don't, and calmly at that. And everybody know, like, you know, for the most part, people know what I'm about. Like, I don't have to be the guy, like, I'm just, you know, nigga that walk the streets and I can fight and this, that. I don't even be on that. Ever. Yeah, but y'all know I'm ready to rock at all times.
Listen, bro, when this nigga Robbie first moved here and we used to go out,
oh man,
he would be like, yo, if you anything going on, bro, he'd be like, just tap my pocket,
tap my pocket,
just
let me know.
Tap my pocket, let me know, and I'll knock one of these niggas out.
I ain't even gonna say it. I'm just gonna fire on a nigga. I don't have time. You don't have time where I'm from. You don't have time. So I just let them know, and they was like, all right. I'm like, bet.
Heard that.
And it was almost a time that had to happen.
Funny, boy.
And guess what? I was ready, K-So. We was at ODS, and they was talking crazy. I got right on the side of some nigga that was talking wow. And what you call it?
Lean his
I was
shit.
about to knock him out. And Dante was like, nah. Like, shake his head. I'm like, okay, I didn't know. So I went back on the other side. But I was in position. I'm always ready, bro.
Listen, see, man. Really be saving you niggas' lives out here. You know what I'm saying? Because a couple of y'all could have been in the ICU.
Man. Oh, man.
straight vegetable state.
Oh man.
Oh
my god.
Okay, so dance wise, this shit. What about verbal exchanges? Like, just shit somebody say.
I'm not really. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm torching you, so it don't even matter.
So
cursing, and as long as you don't go after like the family stuff. I'm a real mom boy. You know what I mean? So, don't do that. Like, I feel like that's the limit. Like, if you say like my brother or something, we all got those limits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The brother
those
or whatever.
Lines, you never know like what people's
really going through. Like, you know what I mean?
Who's still here? Who's going through
like,
what?
My
mom and them.
SMD will get you knocked out.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Yeah. If a cat run up to me and throw out the SMD, we getting it on.
That's crazy. That nigga Angel, on the episode, he was telling me
what.
No.
In Arizona, bro, he was battling that nigga Sinjin.
He threw the Frank?
That nigga Angel threw the Frank.
You a brave man, bro. You in somebody else's city too.
Bro, I told him, I was like, hey, you better be careful with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
some people don't play with that shit. Like, I know we be playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Saying the shit like when we playing the game or talking to somebody or whatever, but like
if it's somebody I don't really know like that, like you gotta be prepared for what come with that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I try and tell people, bro.
That's it. Listen, and that's really everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially talking shit, having even like I don't want to say like a controversial opinion, but like having a very strong sided opinion about something and not articulating it in a way that's like appropriate to put out there for people to receive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better be ready to come with whatever or deal with whatever consequences that come with that.
Yeah, most definitely. I respect that too.
You don't know who gonna feel which way about what,
and you should just be dancing and not talking in the first place. So when you take that step, you got to be ready to take that step.
So you box. You know what I'm saying? So you an athlete. Little bit. You an athlete.
Yeah, man.
And in boxing, you know what I'm saying, there's like commentators, people who speak on it and shit like that. So with dance, and I'm just kind of bringing this back to what we were just talking about, and being able to speak on it or just keeping stuff dance, like, okay, if we want dance to get to a certain level, I do think there needs to be like commentation or commentators speaking on different things, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Honestly, that's a level up because they try and do that with like bigger competitions and stuff like that, but they don't do that for local stuff. But I feel like it should be, because that also keeps people in check too.
So
to me,
being like a fan of dance, and this is just something I was thinking about for myself as well. I was talking to Soul about it, in the direction that we want the podcast to go, as we continue to do this and through the further episodes. At what point is like where's the line? You know what I'm saying, for an opinion sharing on a platform like this, or even just somebody who has opinions and thoughts about dance, right? And all they do is upload videos to their Instagram story just talking about it. Like, where do you feel like is the line where somebody's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't, or, you know what I'm saying, your opinion doesn't matter, or da-da-da-da-da, like, is there a line? Like,
I feel like there is one. I feel like
in regards to, like, talking about the dance.
Right. I feel like when stuff starts to become one-sided, that's when I feel like the line should stop there. Because again, when people talk about like a specific genre and then they start to try and shoot it down, like, well, hip hop ain't like how it used to be, like these guys are doing hip hop this way, then you start to become that person that's like bashing the state of something that came before you. Like, there's going to be different ways to do what you're doing. It doesn't have to be this specific way, but that's hip hop. It's going to grow, it's going to elevate, it's going to evolve no matter what. So if it's a certain style that you liked in a certain year, speak on that. Have fact or have your opinions on that. Don't try and generalize everybody in a box and then think it's supposed to be okay, because then you're going to have people checking your ass like, yo, no, it's not like that. Like, no, this is, your opinion don't matter, because this is what we're doing now. Like, light feet and stuff like that shit is of the now. Like, well, it's probably been there, obviously, but it's more so put on bigger platforms, and You know what I mean? I would consider it. Would that be considered like a hip hop thing? Like
Yeah.
So now look, people will be like, oh well, you ain't grooving, you ain't, you know. So one of those weird people will come out with that and have an opinion. It's like, nigga, but this is our new stage, new era hip hop. This is what we do now. We don't have to Doug your nay. That's not what we on. That's what y'all was on. This is what we doing now.
Facts.
This is our hip hop. And people don't like to, you know, that's where the opinions and the lines for me. Okay, like you stay over there with that shit.
Right.
Because you can't speak on our shit.
Right.
And that's where people start to, you know what I mean? Your opinion don't matter, bro. We ain't gonna watch your shit.
Right.
That's what
Right.
you're gonna be on. We ain't turning that shit on. Yeah. We don't care now, bro. We know what you on. Like, you on some hater shit. Like, I can see if you're trying to mix the two, or, hey, this is what it was. This is what they doing now. Like, have your opinions on, okay, this is your opinion on what you like. Cool. But don't start bashing other people's shit and trying to get views and likes because of that. That's
what about just like an honest constructive criticism? You know what I'm saying?
That's cool,
like,
because it's honest. You can't be mad at somebody for being honest.
Yeah.
So you think like once it gets to a point where it's like repetition, you know, it's showing like, okay, you're consistently leaning this way,
right?
Then it's like, all right, this is a little bit of a problem.
Right. It's a problem. It becomes a problem because then it's like, okay, who are you feeding this to? Like the demographic, is it just to the 90s niggas or the 80s niggas? Like, because they the ones that's liking your channel the most, so you can start bashing the people from the now? Or is it an ego thing because you was born in the 80s, like, and you can't do light feet shit now? It starts to stem and people gonna start getting on your podcast and talking shit like, yo, just because you can't, like, you old as fuck, like, that's why you, like, you know what I'm saying? And then now people gonna come to your channel to torch you because you started to lean a certain way instead of being in the middle with your opinions. Like, well, I kind of liked what we used to do, but guess what? That light feet shit is fire. Like, that's the hip hop of now. Like, the music is changing, and that's okay. You still
and it still fits. And not for nothing, this is a topic that we're gonna cover more. This is a topic that we're really gonna have to cover in like 3 different episodes with 3 different people.
Yeah, just to have their perspective.
Because like the whole argument of and it's the perfect segue into what we was talking about before. That you wanted to bring up is what is hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like niggas be like, oh, light feet's not hip hop. You know, but it's stamped by the niggas, OGs. Right? Your OGs. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's these arguments and lack of understanding of like what the true foundation is, or what actually is and what actually is not.
Right.
You know, is it these party dances that were from this specific era, in this specific area, or what?
But that would still be considered hip hop if it's party dances and stuff.
Right.
Like, that's where it came from.
And I think, but even then, it's like you have dances that weren't from that New York area, or that tri-state area, that are included in, you know, hip hop foundational movement and party dances and shit like that.
It evolved. We can't really, you know. Go ahead,
and even with the bounce, rock, groove, skate foundation, like that's found in light feet. And obviously, like you could find that in other styles of dance, you know, in house and in
Krump.
And so like, how do we define what is and is not? Because I went to Arizona, and I was a hip hop judge with Stampede and Tyler.
Oh, fire.
And we did
that's a fire lineup for judges.
We did the prelims. We was discussing it. I was like, all right, before we get to discussing who is in and anything like that, are we doing hip hop freestyle or like hip hop dance including light feet? And I even was like, and including Krump. You know what I'm saying? Because I had this conversation with LeVar, and I was like, would you consider this a hip hop dance? And my hand started to cramp. Would you consider this right?
That nigga said.
Would you? Right? Would you consider this would you consider Krump hip hop dance? And he was like, I mean, yeah. You know, if you look at the music that niggas was dancing to,
bro.
If you look at the movement.
What makes people think, and this is you putting this up, so you know I don't give a fuck. Just because, you know, the creator or one of them or whoever pioneer was saying that this isn't Krump, when you guys can admit that we've taken ad libs and used them, that's hip hop, 100%.
Facts.
the music, we Busta Rhymes, and hip hop as fuck.
Yep.
You're bouncing, grooving. We have something called the bounce as a basic in Krump. We rock. That's also Krump. That's also hip hop.
Yep.
We groove. That's hip hop. These are foundational hip hop things that's been. So how the fuck is it not hip hop? We literally make our music like the people before us.
Yeah, bro. So that's I don't understand.
I'm confused then, because then I promise you I thought it was hip hop.
And I said this, bro.
Concrete pay homage to Busta Rhymes. Why are you paying homage to Busta Rhymes if this ain't, you know?
Right. Didn't that nigga pull up to the session?
So it's like, you know, and I'm not saying Concrete said that, but I believe he's one of the people that believes hip hop is like a Krump thing.
Yeah.
It's our dance for us. Like, it's hip hop, man. Like, that's why Krump niggas rap on beats. That's hip hop.
Yeah, and for me, like, I look at a lot of these hip hop niggas, right? They started doing it with light feet. You know what I'm saying? Light feet started blowing up. They started throwing little bit of light feet here and there into their hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, tic tac toes here or there, Lil Bad shaking. One, Harlem shaking.
That's how people do Krump.
Right, right. So then you started seeing niggas that do light feet actually start to enter hip hop battles.
Right.
And niggas is not liking it. Niggas is not liking it.
They're mad because you guys are good.
Right. Exactly. It's like you can no longer do this against me because now we're gonna show you what y'all have been doing is not it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now you have to actually be good at this style that you're trying to include in your hip hop,
and they're not good.
As opposed to, oh, I'm just gonna do it as something to be a little bit different from the other hip hop dancers.
They do that, bro, and you know that's not right. They do that.
And what's gonna happen is, right? I called this, and I'm seeing it more already. The footage hasn't come out yet, but I saw like some clips on Stance's Instagram. The On the Floor Nike event that just happened, I think it was in Paris or something like that. You start to see a lot of these hip hop niggas starting to do Krump shit.
Yeah.
Bangs.
The moment they blow up with a concept, a lot of them niggas bang out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start having more and more Krump niggas be like, well, y'all doing this,
so why are we not?
Why can't I enter?
Yeah.
And then once you get a judge like me who's like, y'all can enter. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Jigsaw from Canada, he was in Arizona, right? He was doing just hip hop. The nigga that he battled, I think it was top 32, he was a crumper, and we put him in. Yeah. The nigga started crumping against Jigsaw. He looked at us like, this what we doing? And I was like, yeah.
Started getting off,
getting the fuck off.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it, bro. If hip hop dancers are gonna start taking shit from these styles and be like, oh, but y'all can't enter, da 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 da. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's why I asked you too. Like, when I looked at my phone, I'm like, yo, I kind of wanted to go, but I don't know what people classify it as. Because for me, I look at Krump as hip hop. This is me saying it. It's hip hop to me. That's what I grew up on in South Central. Bouncing rocks, grooves. I Krump like that. So you can't tell me that I'm not using nothing foundational from hip hop, because I do it.
Right.
That is plain and simple. I have that in my Krump. So does that classify it as, like, can I enter these events? Because if that's the case, I'd be at a lot more hip hop events. Torture me.
And that's bro, it's gonna be either one of a few things need to happen. Niggas need to very accurately and specifically define what hip hop is, and
for their event.
Right. And for their event and what that looks like.
Yeah.
And what the criteria is that they're judging based off of, and these specific things. Or they just need to open the fucking floodgates.
Yeah.
And let it be what it is. Compete. If you have, it's a hip hop battle, that means that you have hip hop freestyle, you got light feet niggas, you got crumpers, you got B-boys.
But we all do, and that's what I don't understand. Like, it shouldn't be categorized as, like, you know, just like how movies are. You have them in different, you know what I mean, sections of, like, this is all right.
Shit. Yeah.
These are subgenres of hip hop. Yeah. So it shouldn't be anybody saying that you can't do this or do that, or it should be like, oh well, you do light feet, oh you can kind of enter hip hop because you bounce a little bit. No, nigga, this is hip hop.
Right.
That's why I'm entering. I'm crumping. This is a subgenre of hip hop. That's why I'm here.
And all of these street styles,
there is from the streets.
Have that foundation. Like
it's hip hop.
You're not finna tell me a turfer isn't a good chunk of their shit is bounce. You know
bro, I'm telling you, flow and
swaggy
stuff like
ass
that.
Grooves and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like we have that. That's the whole point of texture change. Like, so I know I have it. I know I do it. And I know other crumpers that do it as well. But I also know hip hop people that hit. I know hip hop people that tick or strobe and like, okay, so is that considered another style? So how are you able to enter when you gliding?
Talk about it.
Like.
Yeah, and I think that, and like you said, there's nothing wrong with like subgenres and defining something. Like this is it also its own thing
entity
under this category. You know what I'm saying? Because that's popping has that. You have all these different styles, and it allows people to essentially become like a specialist, in
toy men, this that,
in this style under popping, I think that a lot of the new age, like hip hop, doesn't stop, and I think Busta spoke on this, where it's like it was either Busta or Timbaland. It might have been both of them. Like you can't try and hold this idea of what hip hop is if it's ever evolving. You know what I'm saying? Like it's this ever evolving thing, and you don't have to like where it's at now. But this is what they did. This is where they took it. Like this is where it's at now. You put a label or a category on this specific thing. Under the umbrella, and that's what it is. You know, you don't have to be a fan of that. But it is what it is. It's here. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of new age styles fit under the hip hop category.
That's where they taking it from. So my thing is this is just like any other style that we've all, you know, you do a bunch of different styles. So it's like, you know, okay, so you too, bro. You can't say that it's not hip hop, man. Like my attitude is hip hop.
And like, it is what we was talking about earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like the essence of a lot of the shit in street dance culture, like call outs and different stuff like that.
All that shit is hip hop.
Yeah. And the idea of removing these certain things for these people's specific needs and to feel good is like it's
erasing it, man.
Yeah.
It's erasing it.
You're erasing what this is.
Right.
You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
why
like,
people have those disputes and this, that, and the third, because they trying to, again, appease to certain crowds, certain people to be liked instead of, hey, this is hip hop. We won't, and we can't change that. You're just a really good dancer. That's all it is. Like,
and on top of that, hip hop looks different in different regions. So it's like
it's what you do.
Like West Coast niggas aren't gonna really resonate to what these East Coast niggas might think hip hop looks like.
And that's cool with them. But if you're getting torched, you're getting torched.
Right. And
no matter what coach you are.
That's real though. Like you look at a nigga like Nero, for example. Nero just he's a dancer from Chicago. He just was in the finals at Freestyle Sessions, the hip hop finals.
I think I know who that is.
And the nigga
that's a jet or something going by here.
Yeah, it's an an airport right there.
Okay, I was about to say, bro, that sound like a F1 fighter jet over our house, boy.
You should have heard this motherfucker a couple weeks. It might have been like 2 months or a month ago. They had an air show, jets flying all around.
I'd have been on the ground with my gun out, boy.
My gosh, bro.
I don't know what that. I've been on the ground with a mask on, gun out. Actually, get on the ground.
Nah, I'm dead.
Get on the ground.
The nigga Nero be he was part of the jerk movement. You know what I'm saying? Dougie is nasty heavy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that movement not that's newer age? Maybe not like new for
but but it's still new.
Yeah. Kind of like Light Feet.
Right.
Is that not considered hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Like the music is very hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
It is hip hop. That would be under a hip hop category.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Dougie, that's
the Dallas, song. Right. D-Town Boogie, all of that. Like
that's hip hop stuff.
Yeah. These are newer age hip hop party dances and movements that I feel like are not being included. Whenever you look at the dictionary of like hip hop freestyle or hip hop dance and these different movements, you got like the Cabbage Patch and all of that. But like there's newer dances. There's shit what I'm saying? Even if you want to, nigga, if I want to hit some hips, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the new age. And that's the thing, it's by era. And I feel like that needs to be talked about. It's by era. You may be doing a dance from the 80s. That's cool, bro. But I'm doing a dance from the 2000s. That's just what I choose to do. And that's our form of hip hop now. I was born in this age and era. This is what I'm doing. This is what hip hop is for me.
And I feel like that's evolution. Like, I feel like when they want to, like, nah, you can't use that. But it's like, all right, you want us to hold on to these 90s party dances?
I feel like
y'all
a lot
winning.
of
what y'all understand?
A lot of niggas
y'all be winning.
A lot of niggas be wanting to pick and choose. Like,
no,
you can't do that because
they can't do it.
Right, we losing to that.
They losing, and they don't want y'all to be how good y'all truly are, because y'all niggas be killing people. You see, I be in there trying to lock in. I can't do it, but you know, I feel like it's fire. That's just real, losing, bro.
I feel like niggas, if niggas can enter a hip hop battle and do snap your fingers and all these other things and walk it out, and that's hip hop, so is Light Feet.
It's 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because Light Feet, all Light Feet is, obviously, like, it's evolved enough into the point, and it's just really gotten there. Slick did an interview with Luke from
Slick as
Kenan.
Oh, okay.
Team Rocket.
Okay. Oh, I know all those guys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He did an interview with Luke that does the Capsule podcast out in the UK, and he was talking about how Light Feet is just now getting to a point where you can kind of define it as a style. It really was just like a bunch of party dances done in a certain pattern, and then taking stuff from like breaking and hip hop.
That's what Krump was, and regardless of what people say,
and getting to that point where it's like, okay, now it has its own kind of movement, its own things. But a lot of the stuff is essentially recycled or repurposed movements to a new type of sound.
Boom, just like Krump. People got jabs from what? Boxing. That has nothing to do with dance. That's a sport.
Yeah.
We're stumping. They got that from African dances. Had nothing to do with Krump whatsoever. You bobbing your head, you rocking, you grooving. That's from hip hop. That was not something that Krump created. It was already, again, repurposed. So now if it's put into a genre, then you got people that understand their control of their body. That came from popping. That's hip hop. So when you strobing, you ticking, you dime stopping, that's a whole nother style. So how are you able to do that inside of Krump and not call it hip hop?
Right.
Literally, I just named about 7 things that has nothing to do with the name Krump. It's other styles pushed into one. Like, the list can go on.
And then let's not even get into the fashion aspect.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hat, baggy pants, Timberlands. Where do you think that came from?
Right.
Bro, and that's in
New York. Everybody's wearing New York hats. That is the bridge. I know I'm not even from New York, nigga, and I have 3 New York hats. Like, that's hip hop. Puff jackets, baggy sweaters, like concepts of, I'm rolling dice. I'm hip hop.
Yeah, bro.
All of it. Why do everybody do the DJ thing? That's hip hop. I can, like I said, I'm an advocate of Krump. Y'all know that.
Facts.
I study it. I've been with everybody that study it for the most part. Bro, yes. Style changes and stuff. You don't think hip hop is that? Different people rap different in different places. That's how styles and things like the same. It's the same shit.
Yeah, bro.
People just like to, again, detach just so they can have. This is what this is. We did this with this, so this is, nigga, no. It's still attached to that
purist mentality. So that it's like, I'm
right.
this.
Yeah. Right.
I'm the true. What they're doing is not, to make them feel more.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not a Krumper, then I'm a hip hop dancer. And I'll put it like that because I grew up on hip hop and oldies my entire life, listening to my girl in the back of a caddy going to get, candy on Halloween. That's how I grew up to music.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess I'm a hip hop dancer then. I can't label myself as a Krumper. I'm just a raw hip hop dancer. That freestyle.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a interesting conversation, because I know what I really want is for the people who believe that these things are not hip hop to speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to talk to them. I want to hear, like, genuinely,
because a lot of it be whispers.
Not to shame nobody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I want to have
a
genuine conversation.
I'm gonna hit up like Buddha stretching them. That's what I'm gonna do. So I could talk to these guys.
The funny thing with that is there was a time where they were like, okay, this is not, and then it was like, now it is.
Right.
And I think it's okay to realize as you progress and as you age and you start to understand.
They didn't look at it as that at first until they start to see like, oh, this nigga, he bouncing.
Right. This is hip hop.
It's hip hop shit.
Yeah. You know,
you throwing a Busta Rhymes track and now we sitting here, we rocking
wobbles.
Like, where do you think that's coming from?
And with all due respect, you know what I'm saying? And I got mad love for Buddha and many of the OGs.
Right.
But like there comes a time where we understand the people who are coming afterwards, not to say like to erase what it is that they're saying or that we know better, but they created these things were being created whenever they were kids, whenever they were teenagers, young adults. They didn't know. It's the same with Light Feet. Niggas didn't know what it was going to grow into. They were just doing this thing,
right, and enjoying,
right. And so now a lot of it is like backtracking, right, and trying to like, okay, this is what it is, and it almost has gotten to a point where it's like outside of their control.
Well, it's not for them to control. So if they're trying to control it, that's whack on their part. And I'm speaking from a man's standpoint.
And to that point, it's just kind of like you can educate us on what y'all's experiences were,
and that's it.
How y'all came about these things.
That's it.
And exactly, and that's it. Like this is what it was up until this point.
Right.
You have these stories. These are the things that y'all created. But it does not stop with
it. Don't stop there. It don't stop with you. It don't die with you.
It's gonna elevate regardless. It's gonna evolve.
No matter what they're saying, and they're gonna see it before their eyes, which they are.
Yeah.
And there's no difference between like somebody like Bam. Bam has his infinite reverse. That's hip hop to me. I'm hitting that bitch in battle
every time.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, you can't. It's the music. It's the feeling. One thing that I always tell anybody that I teach is, whenever you're learning these dances, it's cool to learn the moves. Learn the moves, learn the movements, understand that. Learn where they came from. Learn the mentality behind what was, if you can find the information or the source or these people and be like, what was the mentality behind like whenever y'all were doing this?
Right.
You know, and then you start to understand what the essence of the culture really is. You know, these different things, and be like, okay.
That's when you get on a different level with shit. Because now you know what it feels like.
Right.
You start to,
and then you start to realize like a lot of these things are the same.
Right.
And so essentially the reason that they were doing this and that this started here was because of X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And the reason that these things that people might call like TikTok dances or whatever the case may be started is very similarly. And to the music that is being done to and the purposes behind it is the same thing.
Right.
So the only thing that makes it different is the time frame.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the name that they put on it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's people, man. It's people. Y'all know, it's all egotistic. It's all driven that way. People want it for self. People want to hold it and gatekeep it instead of, damn, we was raw when we was growing up. It was cool to, you know, we had our run. Because regardless of what they say, just like I was just saying before, like it's going to evolve in front of their eyes and it ain't shit they can do about it. Like I don't have nothing but respect for Link and these guys. I've seen them. They've watched me dance before and, you know, legit came up to me like, bro, you raw, this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. But does that still make me not a hip hop dancer? Because now you understand Krump because you see me rock it.
Right.
You see me change tempo. Like Link and them was like, bro, we ain't seen like a Krumper move like that. Like, okay, so now does that classify me as something else, or am I just a raw freestyler because I'm using different elements? But guess what? These is our basics too. So is that not hip hop?
Right.
You know what I mean? I just don't understand. It's terminology for some, but then it's also some trying to gatekeep. Like, bro, you don't pay, like you don't own hip hop.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with like, okay, this is the terminology from this era to this era, like these years to these years.
And this is what y'all was doing.
Right.
It's
and
fine.
this is the history behind that.
Yeah.
And then like somebody else comes along, because I've been guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I haven't been on either side of the issue and shit like that. You know, where somebody comes along and they start doing something, I'm like, that's already been done. Like they're trying to give it a new name. But I think the proper way to really go about that is just kind of be like, hey, what you're doing is similar to this that has this whole history behind it.
Yeah.
You know, so before you start giving it a new name,
check.
If you want to pay homage to like somebody who has been doing it and built a history behind this movement, and the perfect example was when the kid was doing the jaywalk, and it was the same thing as the wiggle walk.
Oh,
you know, and it's like, okay, you could educate them and be like, hey,
this is where it's
this
from.
is what it was.
Yeah,
you know, you could have just came up with this on your own.
Right.
You could have been. Somebody said, I saw this Instagram reel where it was like somebody had explained to this girl that if you have an idea and you don't act upon the idea, you shouldn't be upset whenever you see somebody else use that idea, because essentially they explain like our thought processes pretty much all like connected, and the ideas are all connected, and if it is a time for an idea to come to light, that idea is gonna find somewhere to come to light from.
Right.
Even if it ain't you.
Right. And so even though Wiggles had, and still is going crazy, you know, he had his time, he created the Wiggle Walk, it touched, I don't know, I'm gonna say millions. It touched a lot of people, you know, like it reached a lot of people. People were like, yo, this is Wiggles. At least a good couple 100,000, if not millions.
Right.
But that was in that time, you know, the 80s. Obviously there's still people who practice and really do these older styles and older movements specific to him, but maybe it was like, okay, there's this idea and it hasn't reached its potential of touching the masses, and now it's reached this person who you know has done something, and now all these people are doing this movement.
Right.
I think if you approach it the right way, it's like, hey, there's this move this guy was doing it back in the 80s
Show
or whatever.
Respects and shit.
Boom, boom. It's like, okay,
homage.
that's cool. You know, like this is it's a little bit different or whatever the case may be, but like that's cool to have that connection to somebody who was doing something before. It's kind of like,
I think that's a lot more respectful, one, and two, it shows your creativity. Like if I can make what you was doing like crazy or add something crazy to it, like, well, shout out to Wiggles because this is kind of where I got it from, but this is what I came up with, and I feel like blase. You could create that passion for somebody else. Like, oh, we like how Buddy thought about like the shoulder lean. Like, okay, what about lean back? What about like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I could be one of those guys. Again, I'm a nerd, so I know a lot of stuff that's similar, but it's like, okay, now does that become something y'all want to argue about because it was in different times?
Right.
But it still became something different. Like people still do that. Like
right, and then it allows people to be able to see the original thing as well. Like,
it
dang,
gives you
that's
that
crazy. So and so was doing this way back when.
And it gives you that, you know what I mean? Lean with it, rock with it. Okay, so did that not stem off of? This is there's three different leans now.
Right.
So again, my thing is, I feel like how you were saying it just goes along, or it goes to show like when it comes to certain styles and certain eras, just like you were saying with popping, like you can pick and choose. Like some people like Krump when Krump was wild. Okay, so you can make that your style. Like you don't have to have moves.
Right.
Just get off something crazy. Go off of pure feeling base. Cool. Then there's a time period that everybody was like, okay, hat crazy. Everybody's doing hat tricks and it was the coolest thing in the world. Okay, if that's the era that you want to, you know what I mean? Then you got people get off wise. They're like, yo, I do this. I want to have crazy concepts. I want to come out in a costume. I want to intros. And okay, if that's the era of Krump that you want to sink into, get good at that. But don't try and generalize and say, oh, Krump ain't this. Like Krump, people don't come out of intros anymore, nigga. That's for you.
Right.
That's not what I want to do. I love the intro shit. So I'm about to, you know, I'm a no nonsense guy. So I never did intros. I get straight to getting bucked. And everybody knows that. For the most part, I can care less what song it is. I'm going for the jugular. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's time for me to start doing intros because I can do a lot of things. Why not try it? Why not?
Storytelling and different shit.
Yeah, different way. Like that's just gonna open up the bag instead of trying to be, you know what I mean, so one dimensional. Like I could do a lot, but I just never thought the approach for me, the type of dancer I am, my character, didn't have time for no intro. Once I get started, I'm going, and everybody know my character is John Wick. So.
Except I'm going for the jugular, bro.
I'm trying to. Everybody in the building, I'm trying to get them out of there, man.
All right, so I'm a change gears real quick.
Yes, sir.
We already an hour in, but like I want to keep going. I ain't gonna lie.
Run it.
Do your thing, my boy.
Run it.
Go straight. Do your thing.
So, what do y'all think as like you being a fan of just like hip hop, rap, all these different things, and athlete, and all of us being dancers and shit, what do you think is necessary for dance to like keep up with the times, or if it's even necessary as far as like becoming commercial or like appealing to the masses, keeping up like financially, like with these prizes,
there's ways,
brand deals, you know, like, do you think, do y'all even think like shit like that is needed in the culture and the scene? Hip-hop? Yeah, like hip hop dance.
I'm gonna say this. I get where you come. I'm gonna
street
let you finish,
dance, whatever the case may be. Like, do y'all think that shit like that is necessary? You know what I'm saying? To bring in that we need to bring in a viewership, that we need to get brand deals, niggas getting sponsored, getting on teams.
Because it's happened. Like, I'm gonna let you finish too, but because I don't want to lose my train of thought with it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's really crazy that I think is cool too. Because some people get sponsored. Like a little while ago, I was with the Krump crew, like SK and stuff. We was trying to get sponsored by Puma. Like everybody was wearing Puma, this, that, and the third. Like there was, Vans did it as well. When I was with the Academy of Villains thing, and had a whole big commotion with that. But essentially, we had got sponsored by Vans, which was cool too. But I feel like with hip hop, all these advocates of hip hop, and it's not like they don't know about the dance because they have it in their music videos and things like that. They need to pay that respects to, people talk about all the time, like dancers don't get paid enough or blase blase. Okay, if y'all notice, why aren't the dancers that are on these tours with like Beyonce and like all these people that y'all making good money, because they can't say they're not, they already living off of it.
Right.
Why aren't these people, if we complaining so much, why are we not putting shit together? Why is there no building like, okay, we're gonna run it off our bread? Like Chris Brown, all these people that go to Krump events, and like, where are these niggas providing this space for these people? Like, I feel like it needs to be more structure so that ain't craziness happening in these places. But I do think people need to reach out. I do think people need to sponsor us. I do think people need to like put a light, because this could be another avenue for other people to get out the hood too. Because most people can't play basketball or can't get to these spots because they have no car or this, that, and they're different situations. But the nigga may be one of the rawest dancers in the hood. Like, give this nigga, you know what I mean, a little contract, go to a couple events. We're going to slide you like $15K. Like, you know how crazy that to change somebody's life? Like,
nah, that's a fact.
He might go get a job after that. Like, you know what? I've never had nobody give me an opportunity like that.
Right.
Maybe if I keep going, I could provide for my kid. I know people, my cousin Danny was an Olympic athlete, smoked every day, never got sponsored. One high jump, all that. Olympic athlete, like high jumping over 7 feet. You telling me nobody wants to? Why isn't there nobody like, hey, you know what? Look, I'm a doctor. This is all the money I got right now for this little situation. I'm gonna try and put you on, like, there's, now they running ads and shit. Like, we got more access to stuff. But my thing is, again, look at these studios out here. Like, they're not putting on like they say they putting on. Like,
right.
Okay, we have we have Angel, we have like certain people that are really good at like styles of dance and stuff, right? Okay, when was the last time they actually did like a summer intensive with street dance?
I couldn't tell you
exactly.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they be having them, but I don't.
But I'm saying, but you don't know. But you were one of the guys in this state, though.
Yeah.
And that's being, not saying it because you hear, but that's being real. Like, how is it that you don't know when it comes to that? And we as a community talk about like, oh, well, we need more events here. We need this, we need that. But there's people here that have studios, own studios, but yet the talk is not, hey, when can we, in 2 months, let's do this. Like, we can do a little event where we raise money for when Thanksgiving is coming, so people that don't have turkeys, we can get them. Like, it's something that the world need. Like, we can also bring it together, but we can also compete. We can also, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Also help somebody get on. Hey, they have a Monsters convention going on. We're gonna have some of y'all come here. We're gonna try and get the person that run Monsters to come here and judge and see some of y'all. Maybe some of y'all can go with them. Like, no one's creating or building the opportunities for people to be seen at all, but everybody's talking. So imagine like how they do for boxers. Like, now some basketball athletes are sponsoring people like randomly, like, sponsoring fighters, this and the third. A lot of fighters are getting their own promotion now and putting other people on, like, because people starting to see that avenue. Like, look at who was a perfect example, like Chris Brown and them. They started to let regular, like, they dancers be with them. Like, I'm going on tour. Cool, nigga. Even if I ain't, I'm about to go to this party, you see 8, 9 of his dancers with him. Like, now you living with me in Paris for the next month and a half. We ain't dancing at all, but niggas is there with him. Like, they starting to see that this changed people's lives. Like, I know a couple people that, been on tour with these guys, and they legitly like, oh no, we just be going to a little party, or we go to the club.
Right, just be on the go, chilling and shit.
Right. We ain't danced in 2 months, but Chris probably gonna do something like a month or two. He told us to get ready. So you telling me you've been having a job and getting paid until y'all go somewhere? So essentially, you a sponsored dancer by Chris Brown. Like, but nobody is actually, again, advocates of that stuff or really trying to push that. Like how Concrete got Busta Rhymes in there. I don't know what the talks could have been. Obviously, I wasn't there. But why wasn't the talk like, look, yo, we trying to get some people like out of here. A lot of us is really raw. Like, is there any videos you got coming up or like push that? And no one is staying consistent enough, like to say, let's go to, I end up meeting the owners of Bumpbox, the stereo thing. These guys are worth $600 million, $700 million. You tell them you couldn't give, 8 or 9 of us some buck boxes or sponsor us. We take these to events and dance with them, this, that, and the third. Why not? It ain't gonna dent their pockets. They wouldn't even know if 100 bump boxes went missing. Yeah. But yet there's nobody taking that initiative. And that's why I say for myself, I know that I have a purpose. Like, I'm gonna make it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be a world champion fighter. But for me, I've always loved dance because it's been a silent outlet for me. I never had to like put my hands on nobody or nothing. Like, I can show you how I'm feeling with my body, my movement. Right. And I can go about my day and go eat and be straight. I'm going to build a place that's going to be rent-free, and people are going to be able to throw events there rent-free, be respectful, have people watching over it, but it's going to be a space that I'm going to bring people in with my money. Hey, bro, Future, you about to do a video? You need to come here. You talking about 40 for a show? Well, I got 40K. I'm a millionaire. I got 40K. Come here, watch some of these people, get these guys right, take them somewhere else. That's where I feel like, we need people to actually step up. Like,
I feel that. And it's not, I feel you. And I also understand, like, on the flip side, some of these businesses and especially studios, like, don't really be making nearly as much money to be able to give back as.
Well, I understand that. But I mean, as a community though, if we come together and do it, I'm not saying for them to do it on their own.
I think the biggest issue as far as like coming together as a community, street dance, is that a lot of these niggas ain't got much to give.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
I understand what you're saying on that part.
Very true. But we can go look at the breaker from Miami.
Zeku.
He's one guy that can put people on. I'm pretty sure he started to put his boys on.
Yeah.
Now look, what about Victor? He from here. Vicious Victor, he can put boys on. I can name like
that's valid. But
I'm just saying,
that's
like,
valid.
Look,
that's valid.
Look at this, and I don't know. I've only met Victor once. He didn't say no weird shit to me. I've met Zeku a couple times. He actually judged one of the events I was in. And he was real cool to me. He told me, like, I ain't seen nobody raw like that. Like, he paid homage, gave his respects. And I'm like, I didn't even know who the dude was, and that's being real. And then I seen him like dances. I'm like, this motherfucker is crazy, killing them, bro. And this dude had on some slim jeans and he just on the mic, casual. I'm like, that dude is crazy. And people have no idea this motherfucker's a killer too.
Yep.
Whatever. But like, for the most part, it's like my thing is with these group of people. I'm saying, like, again, Marley and them. I understand if they may not be making the most money, they may be making a lot of money there. Who knows? Don't care. My thing is, let's get together then. Get those people that you do know or that are on. Hey, Red Bull, because they rock with them. It's not like they talk to them here and there or send them shit here and there. If Zeku, that's his name, right? Zeku?
Yeah.
If he was to hit up Red Bull or somebody that rock with him at Red Bull, like, yo, I really just want to get a camera down here in front of to see such and such, I'll put that on everything. They'll come. I promise you they'll come.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he is a monster dancer.
Right.
So he's sponsored by Monster. So Red Bull.
Well, that's what I'm just saying.
I feel.
I'm saying Monster then.
Nah, I agree. I agree completely. Like,
all of us together. Come on now.
I don't know what those situations, like you said, we don't know what those conversations are like.
Right.
But I agree.
Together, bro, we could do that shit.
I don't know who has said what to who in like behind these closed doors.
Right. And I say the same. Like, I don't know either. I just feel like together though. we've all won too much shit to not be able to be like, okay, the 15 of Florida's best dancers.
I do wonder.
Come on now.
So this nigga Angel, made me put the leg up. This nigga Angel and I, we he was at Winterfest. Hans had I forget the b-boy's name, but he's a monster
athlete.
Yeah, as well. And he had asked him, you know, because the dude really fucked with Angel. He was like, "Oh, you're nice." That's how Angel got flown out for the Vans event.
Oh, okay.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
So I mean, you know, so shit do happen.
But I'm saying like that.
So he hit him up. I was like, "Well, nigga,
I'ma hit him up.
Let's see." Not even. I mean, he did. He was like, "Yo, we can't fly him out, but if we have somebody that drops and he can get out here himself, we'll put him as a guest battler." You know, so he did plug me in for that. But
that's still opportunity.
Yeah. But he hit him up. He was like, "How do you become a Monster dancer?" You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get sponsored by Monster? You know, and shit like that. And I do think that, like I said, I don't know what the conversations be like. I do feel like there could be more if there isn't advocation for getting other people on. Yeah,
bro, I know for a fact.
Like, you can't put everybody on.
Right, but you can put the rawest niggas in that city on. You sure can. And that's how money grow. If you like money, you're a millionaire. You see me ripping some shit, you ain't gonna be like, nah, man.
And niggas is going to, I know it may not seem, and I could be wrong. Like, I don't know what the numbers are behind it and shit like that.
Right.
But I'll speak for like myself. You know what I'm saying? I seen Angel, the popper, the girl, she got put onto Red Bull as a Red Bull dancer.
Right.
Dassy got put onto Red Bull.
Right.
Then you start seeing all these niggas from overseas getting put on Red Bull dancer.
Right.
I'm like,
how?
Right. I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not the only one, because that's why niggas were so adamant about getting into the dancer style shit whenever it started really, like, after year 1, year 2. Niggas is like, oh shit, nigga, I'm trying to, you know, I want to be sponsored. You know, so it's a driving force to, like, if they wanted to just start throwing events, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have events that that they kind of like, not that they back, but they're getting a cut from, and if not, I would be surprised. Yeah. But they could start throwing their own events. If they had a team to be like, all right, we're going to throw our own, this is the Red Bull, just like a battle. Yeah. Pay niggas like how Snipes is doing. Right. Fucking 1,000 or whatever it is for 1,500 for first place. Right. Or some shit. 1,000 for second, 500 for third. Yeah. If Red Bull started doing that and charging, niggas is lining up. Oh, yeah. Right. Lining up. Right. And with that, you give people that hope of like, okay, if I go to these events enough, I'm showing out, I could become a sponsored dancer by Red Bull. It's the same like with the Snipe shit. Niggas is going to these Snipes event, showing out, you getting paid, you win first place, you getting that $1,500. Then it's like you might get brought, even if you don't win, somebody you go crazy, you might get brought to another event. Just they flying you out, and now they paying you to be a guest battler. You getting a per diem, you getting this, getting put up in a hotel.
That's normally how it happens, because that's how it happens for me. I'm not gonna sit here and fake the funk. It happens for me like that a lot. Like, I'll go to different events, I don't win them all, I'll get second, and immediately I walk off the stage to go get a Gatorade, and it's a random motherfucker talking like, yo, we got an event happening, we want to fly y'all here, it's gonna be sponsored by Monster, this and that and the third. It happens to me all the time. It's been happening my entire Krump career. Yeah. So I know that that's true. My thing is, back to your question, is like, why isn't there more talks about people really sponsoring or really people putting money into that so that we have? Like,
I think it's because when people get in those rooms, they're not asking the right questions.
They're not saying the right things.
Intimidated to tell them or chop it up with them because they might lose the bag for themselves.
It's not always about you.
That's right.
And that's the thing that people forget. Because guess what? If I put on, you know, I don't get it, but I'm like, hey, I really know a guy that has a cleaner style than me. Like, he can pop. Y'all might be appealing to popping. Right. Hey, I know a dude named Dante. Really, really, you know what I mean? Really good at what he do. This is a cleaner style that may register to you guys. Why don't you guys look at him? Right. Look at him, blase, blase. Some people could take it for what it is. He might not even put me on. Right. Cool. But at least I know it's possible. Right. I may do that for somebody else. He may do that for somebody else, and then it comes full circle. Like, yo, but we also have that raw dude that just, he wild, but he raw. Like, go check out Robbie. Guess what? I was the first nigga to talk to that dude. And now I remember him. He told me about. Well, now we all Red Bull dancers or whatever dancers. Like, it's just about really paying that forward and not always thinking of self. You ain't gonna never elevate to the highest doing it by yourself. I don't care who you are. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, because I'm seeing more and more people get like, all right, first it was like the Red Bull dancers. Yeah. And there's the Red Bull B-boys, and you got the Monster B-boys, and you start getting the Red Bull dancers. Then you getting Snipe sponsoring dancers.
People, yeah.
And that now you getting Nike.
Nike doing
sponsoring dancers. So it's like,
the thing is, they starting to catch on because it's just like any other trend. That's how their shoes is getting seen. That's how they companies, like, it's all a money game for them.
You know who has really been doing it the right way for years? The skateboard culture.
Yeah, 100%.
Because cats will come up, go to a jam, wild out. Somebody from somewhere being like, yo, I seen this kid in Arizona that was blah, blah, blah. Like, we should bring him to Vans, or we should bring him to DC or something like that.
But see, that's my thing. They take interest in that instead of like, and again, I don't want it to be like a race thing, but it's like, hip hop is not something that they gonna look first to like
appeal to the masses.
Right. Yeah, not to them, but guess what? The masses is doing it.
Yeah.
But you go look in China, they doing hip hop.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm not gonna lie, bro.
It's wild.
In that aspect, like skateboarding culture and how like you have these events that would happen at certain skate parks. That's kind of fire. Yeah. That's kind of fire.
It's super fire when they go all out.
Yeah. You could have one of these companies come in, boom. All right, we want to do this event, but we're going to have it at Motive, right? Yeah. It's always going to be at Motive. Now you got people coming and looking like, okay, who we got? Yeah, let's get them on fucking the Nike team. Let's get them on, Reebok or whatever.
I feel like K-So was saying, bro.
Listen, K-Swiss.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'm rocking them, bro.
Pele, or
if they pay,
whatever.
I'm in there.
What?
I'm still taking
Call
it.
Me.
It's the opportunity to be greater, man. And I feel like, again, what these things like K-So was saying is the questions. Like, if we giving these guys 10-15% of like cuts and stuff, I don't feel like they'll say no. It's just we got to articulate it. We got to go to these people with a plan.
Bro. And I think that's the issue too, is a lot of niggas don't really know how to have those business conversations. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, because I got put in a situation. I ain't gonna say too much on it. I got put in a situation, and I'm sitting there, looking around like, yo, nobody find it weird that we here getting paid for this gig and nobody knows who select you. Nobody knows what this person looks like. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think people are just scared to ask questions, bro. And like you said, a lot of them can't talk business. They can't talk professional to these people, so that way it'll benefit them in the right way.
I'm saying it got to be, like I said, first we got to come together and show them that we can do it. I feel like that's huge. For sure. People like proof. People like things that are evident. If we throw a huge event and we put our own money up, look, we could do this without you guys. Yeah. We want it to be bigger than us, though, and have a plan like, okay, look, if we can produce this number, this amount of people can get in here, we'll give you guys 15% of the cut of shirts. We'll give you guys 10% of like sales of food. We just want the back end of, hey, can you guys put in an extra $1,000 for the prize money? Bro. Can you guys like have some cameras out there so that we can put it on different platforms on YouTube? And guess what? We'll give you guys 5% of YouTube sales as well. Like things like that, they'll rock with it if somebody, you get what I'm saying?
Bro, if you think about it, bro, our culture is just as big as the skateboard culture.
Our
shit could really happen.
Our culture is huger than ever because they all have it just like we have it. Skateboarders wear baggy clothes.
And that's what I mean. I think it really.
I don't care what nobody say. You ain't just getting it from yourself. You ain't wearing skinny jeans. Right. Why not?
I think it's really just about like getting the viewership, getting the eyes on it in a way that's like Red Bull they got marketing teams. They know how to reach. Yeah. Yep. I mean, even they have the brand as well.
The brand, too. Even if they didn't, they put it on a YouTube channel for Red Bull. We watching it no matter what. You don't even got a choice if you go on YouTube. That pop up on your shit no matter. That's a pop up ad. Like oh, this Red Bull dancer. It could be a video angel popping, and then it'll be some shirts and sweats show up. It's like, okay, cool. Like, I didn't want to see that, but guess what? Red Bull put that on there.
Nah, that's a fact.
But that's the view. And guess what? Imagine them doing that, even if it was for a week. Hey, come down to Florida, see some of the coolest and rawest dance stuff ever. Hey, we're going to have like all these guys in Red Bull stuff. And they don't understand, which they probably do, but I'm just saying it for me. They don't get how, one, it can change people's lives. Two, how their stuff can be seen differently, because that's a whole nother genre of people now. Whole nother mass. Hip hop heads and dancers and stuff like that. They putting certain people on that's appealing for them.
Yeah.
It ain't like we're going to come down here, okay, so be killing people with style, his flavor, this, that, and the third. You know what? Let's sponsor buddy. Let's see how he can move in Georgia. Let's
Nike call me.
He said Nike call me. I just feel like it's our time to put it in front of people the right way. Either that or we're going to always die with the idea.
Yeah.
If we don't try it at least. I told myself I said I was going to use my boxing platform when I do become a champion and I have that voice to speak and I'm on these TVs. I'm going to tell these people straight up. Like, everlasting, they're going to try and come to me and ask me because I'm going to be that guy or I'm going to die trying.
Yeah.
When I get to that aspect or to get to that step, I'm going to tell them, like, yo, don't look to just sponsor me. I have 15 other guys that are extremely good at what they do. Y'all watching me on TV. There's going to be millions of people watching. Let's go down to this place. I promise you. If not, I'll put my own money up for them.
Right. So
like,
when the podcast blow up, you know what I'm saying, and I'm getting, we getting hundreds of thousand, million views, getting paid, bands per episode, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is my guarantee that that's already was my plan. Like, however I make it, whatever I do to make good money, I want to sponsor dancers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to take somebody is even like the youngins under us right now. Yeah. If it happens fast enough, I want to be able to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You want to go to what event? Oh, overseas? Boom, 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 boom. All right. All you got to do is this. If you win, we're going to take X amount off the top, put it back into the crew account to help fund other shit, events, whatever the case may be. And again, that
structure, it ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like that's how it should be. Yeah. You want stuff to be a revolving door when it comes to that. Like, look, you're going to be making your bread. I'm going to fly you out, make sure you got a dope outfit, you got the shoes that you like, cool. Go out there, rip. You win, we're going to take off the first, 10, 15%. That's going back to the bottom. Yep. Whatever else event that the next person that we think is dope that I might sponsor, that money going to go towards him to go somewhere. So one, I'm making money, you making money, and we chilling. Yep. It don't have to be no bigger than that. Numbers don't lie. You can see them, I can see them. This is what we're going to do. And guess what? We all eating. I don't even got to be nowhere dancing. You go dance, nigga, for me? Like, no homo, but you about to go get off, bro? Go do that shit. There go a band, nigga. Right. Go kill these niggas. Man. Go kill these. I'm at home with my wife. Go kill these niggas, my boy.
Right.
I'll be back. Now I can go get me some brand new J's because you just won an event.
Right.
I'm with it, nigga. What?
Yeah, man.
I'm with it, bro. I'm telling you.
That's the goal for sure. Like,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Like, we gonna do it, bro. It's gonna happen.
Niggas, I know a lot of niggas be like, we need to keep these corporations out, da-da-da-da-da. And I do agree very much of, like, having some of our own giving back and doing these things as well. Like, I don't think it needs to be, and I think that's just, like, the glitz and glam of it. Whenever we first see it, we're like, dang, I want to be sponsored by Red Bull. Like, that's a big company. Like, I want to be sponsored by Nike.
But what comes with it?
Yeah, but, like, nigga, Fabletics, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
You want to sponsor a young black man?
Right. You're right. I'm an athlete too, my boy.
I got these motherfuckers on right now. You know what I'm saying? Got these motherfuckers on right now.
That's crazy.
Come sponsor me. Listen, I wear all that shit. The hoodies, the pants, the shorts.
All that.
Socks.
Comfy.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like, I think people overlook that as well, is finding some of these smaller brands or whatever. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like small, but somebody, that nigga got money. You know
all fabulous.
Get him a little team of dancers.
Yeah.
Now you got dancers rocking your shit, showing up to events, and they're like, yo, that shit look
actually
comfy.
Pretty. Right.
Yeah, like that shit look.
I rock
smooth.
that going somewhere. Yeah.
You get you some shit that's specific to y'all, and then it's like, okay. Niggas start seeing that, they start bringing in a little bit of money. You're like, okay, I like that brand. Like, what's that y'all wearing? You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing these niggas with the Snipes jerseys.
All that.
Oh my God. I be like, yo, what y'all wearing over there, man?
Mm-hmm. Sure, you saw they gave the I'm sorry, bro. You saw they gave the Red Bull varsity joints, man, to the
at the national final.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking sick, bro. All I got was that nasty ass.
You made it to the finals of Red Bull?
Not this last year, but they gave this year they gave people that made it to the national finals varsity jackets. It was red sleeve and a blue sleeve.
Oh, that's cool.
Red Bull national final on the back. Shit was hard as fuck. All we got was the
bucket hats.
Big ass. They weren't even bucket hats. Big ass fisherman hat and that fucking nasty ass football shirt. Shit don't even feel good. Hey, bro, look, and I got nothing but love for the people that I have met at Red Bull.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing but love.
I want to do it.
You want to do it?
The Red Bull thing? Yeah. I feel like
put your name in right now, man. I mean, it ain't got. You did?
I already did it.
Yeah, bro. So our Connect hit us up like, hey, we need some recommendations.
That's fire.
You on the list?
Nah, for real?
It's no guarantee or nothing.
Oh no, that's all good, my boy. I just again appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Like putting niggas in them rooms, bro.
Shit, you put me on the list too because they see my name twice. Bam.
Yeah, I ain't even send. He sent one list. I'm gonna just send you one person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's raw.
No cap in my rap.
Yeah.
No cap in my rap.
Yeah.
This nigga Keister's the king of cap.
That's crazy.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Stand on business, man.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate you too for saying you're gonna send that to them.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like I would represent Florida, especially when it comes to Krump.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I would so I appreciate y'all boys for that.
Yeah, man. Legit. And you do well in other settings, you know, to like different shit.
Yeah.
And it's no shade or disrespect to anybody. I just feel like there's been other Krumpers who didn't really.
They don't represent well.
Yeah, and they're good.
It is what it is.
They're good at what they do.
Outside of that.
But in those kind of environment, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
I've been on those stages. I've been there, like dancing in front of 169,000, like
the civilians, not even dancers.
Yeah, I've been in that.
Right, the regular deglers.
Right. Yeah, no, I've been in there with the regular untrained eye, like, and getting them to scream. Like I've been there, so I understand. I just feel like in general, seeing something raw like that, but being able to put it on that platform, I've been on those stages to do that. So I was just like, people have been asking me like, bro, how come you ain't do the Red Bull? So many people ask me like, bro, how come you ain't represent Red Bull? How come you ain't? I said, you know what? Maybe this time as a Krumper, I'll go. So I was like, I'm gonna ask and see how to get there so I can go torch some shit.
Yeah, man. And I feel like people be kind of.
They need to see it different.
Not even. I feel like people be kind of like whenever people are in a position that we're in. Mm-hmm. Where we can be like, I feel like people be kind of like, oh, like this would have came up, you'd be like, oh, I want to do it, and niggas would have been like, oh well. Yeah, that would be cool.
You never know.
That would be cool. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Instead of like,
oh, cool, I can put you on.
Yeah. You want to say less. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do what I can to put you in the position to do the shit that you want to do. If I have the power to, or at least the voice to like give a possible opportunity, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like somebody got the skill and they put forth the effort and everything, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like again, I don't mean like anybody, somebody sitting here, I almost said somebody's name.
That's crazy. Bro, you wild.
Somebody sitting here talking about stuff. Yeah, Dante, like I really would like to do, like then I would probably hit him with the like, yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good. Hey,
one day, man.
One day,
You never know. Hell no.
Keep grinding.
Man.
And that's again, no shade. It's just like, those are opportunities where,
you want people to really show out and put on.
It's where I forget what the saying is, but it's like where preparation meets opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's where like niggas shit click.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I feel like your preparation is not there,
I'm
not
picking you.
Right.
I'm not picking you.
I'll put you now. You got me looking crazy.
Looking wild.
Yeah.
No.
Because why'd you pick him? Why'd you tell him?
And then it's gonna make y'all look good too. I go out there, I shred. They're gonna be like, okay, well, let's get back to Dante and them.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna put y'all
me on the payroll. Goddamn.
Right.
I go get you some. You see the last nigga I sent you. You see the last one I sent you.
Put me on the scouting team, coach. God damn.
Now, again, like I said, I respect that and I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
y'all know what I'm gonna do if they do pick me. Not saying they will, but if they do, y'all already know the deal.
You already know.
I'm gonna be right in the crowd. You know what the fuck to do? Let's go. Take that nigga to town.
Don't let them put me back on the mic, cause I'm hyped.
Oh man,
they had this nigga on the. I was
not at Red Bull.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
This nigga was the host.
I was hyping, bro. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, see,
yeah.
that's gonna be real bad. They better not let somebody I know.
It was me and Hans.
Oh man,
Hans was DJing.
Hans is the DJ.
What?
Yeah.
And I know he was playing fire.
Yeah.
I'd have been out there shredding.
Whole joint.
I'd have been out there shredding.
I was sick. I couldn't be there.
I'd have been out there shredding.
It had me wishing I was in the bracket.
I'd have been out there shredding. Who won it? That
X.
Oh yeah, I'd have met him in the finals, 100%. 100%. It wouldn't have been nothing else than that. He would have had to do what he do, because for sure I was gonna do what I'm gonna do, 100%.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Because X know too. We done won events together.
Yup.
Yeah,
but everybody
X one
know.
of them ones.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
yeah, man.
Yeah, we gotta run it, nigga.
Damn. Like that?
We gotta run it, nigga.
It's like that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. You know.
We
But
probably run it at Thesis, low key.
when is
It's
that?
the perfect time.
January
13th, 14th weekend.
Oh damn.
You ain't gonna be here?
I'm fighting probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have loved to be there. I feel like for me, the first couple of events, like I probably don't dance at them because I have like personal battles to have.
Yeah.
So that's where my mind is at right now. But if it's like 2v2 things like that, because ever since I've been here, I did a lot of 1v1 things, a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, I put my stamp for me and pushing Krump how I wanted it to be seen. I did that a lot of years here.
Mm-hmm.
Like people know who I am, like OGs and all of that. I've won events here, like multiple ones. Now I want to kind of, every now and then I'll do a 1v1, but I feel like for my body to get better, for me to get better, I have to do things that I don't normally do, which is a bunch of team shit.
Yeah.
I don't. I've always been solo dolo with stuff. So I feel like it's more time to elevate for me.
How do you feel about, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be the last thing. Yeah. How do you feel about, because I know you're saying you do a lot of solo shit, you want to get into more team shit.
Yeah.
The lack of, like, crews, like real crews.
Oh, man.
Actually, hold on, because there's this thing that
specific thing
I had took a screenshot of. Somebody had posted, and they said, and this kind of ties into like what I was saying before about like, do we need that stuff really coming into the community? Like these corporations and bringing in money, and then them trying to profit off of X, Y, and Z. They said capitalism ruined hip hop. Everyone chasing a bag and not building a dynasty crew full of chips. How do you feel, even just about that statement in general? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about the idea that everybody's just trying to chase a bag and there's no, like, crews that are...
I'll tell you, I watched... What I'm going to say, you're going to be like, it makes sense. This.
Like... No crews, I'm not gonna say no, but a lot of and a vast majority of crews that are now being put together or are put together within the last however many years is like, as opposed to like, let's say a chessboard, you know what I'm saying, like pieces to the puzzle that all, you know what I'm saying, you got your role, these are all things that make this team great, kind of like Draymond Green, and Steph
they all
Curry.
got the,
and they grew together to become
what they are.
This, and as opposed to like, let's take this nigga, and this nigga, make this super team.
Right.
How do you feel about like that statement in regards to crews and just like crews in general in dance culture at this point?
I'll tell you this, with Buddy's or whoever comment that was, the whole chasing the bad thing is for the older generation. Because now we have things to take care of. So when we're younger, We have our parents and stuff like that. So we in it for the love and the family aspect of like, oh, my brother's this. But I can go home and get a peanut butter and jelly, have a Capri Sun, and have some snacks because that's going to be provided. When you're 30, your mom and dad ain't providing that. You're like, well, shit, you got to pay me to come outside because now I got to get my own groceries to make my own peanut butter and jelly and Capri Sun and shit like that. So it makes the sense on what they're saying. But I don't feel like it ruined hip hop. It's just we're getting older and we have to take care of things. But guess what? If that person had a really, really, really good paying job and had time to go dance, they wouldn't have made that comment because it wouldn't matter. I'm making money, so I can care less. I don't care about losing the events. I don't care. I'm just going because I genuinely love dancing. And some people never lose that. I genuinely just love dancing. I had a bad job at one point. I was doing pizza deliveries and Lyft, but I was making the bag.
Right.
But that wasn't the job I wanted to do.
Right.
But I still made time to dance because again, for me, it's a silent release.
Yeah.
So I love it always. I fell in love with that. Fighting as well. Fell in love with it. So I'm always doing that. Regardless of I could be a bum. You'll catch me laughing probably.
Right.
Or you get what I'm saying? Because I still love it. That's what I'm going to die with.
The love for
but
the
that
game
person,
is
right.
Feel that.
It's different. So with them saying that, I think that's false. That's my opinion. I feel like if big corporations did come in, and again, older people have that backing of like, okay, this crew per month, we going to slide y'all 10 grand. This is for the 5 people. So each one of y'all get 2 grand per month. I guarantee people would be like, well, where's the other corporations at?
Right.
Why won't they come here and
What?
Exactly my point. Be on, but
I'm on.
you would
Samsung,
all
Vizio, PlayStation, Microsoft.
Does it make
whoever,
sense though?
nigga.
And then again, like I said, for the younger generation, they see people like you, like, oh, he got swag. Like, mom, I want those shoes. Like, I want to dance like him because of how he got his shit going. Like, I like that.
Right.
Well, he got his mom backing him. He ain't worried about everything else on the back end. So he gonna love it. He wants to be a part of a V3 or because he see all y'all together. But guess what? Each one of y'all hands. Each one of y'all work. Each one of y'all has a life. You have a kid, you got your girl, things like that. You still work. Y'all still do what you have to do as adults, though.
Right.
But imagine that corporation or that company backing that. Y'all niggas would be like, yo, when we practicing? Let's go buy team shoes.
What?
Right.
Yeah,
but that's what makes the difference in that. And that's why I say, like, it's just, it's give and take. Making crews, I think is the coolest thing ever because it gives family foundation and sometimes it saves people. But we do need the bigger backings of companies and corporations for the ones that don't really have it.
Yeah.
I love crew stuff personally. Yeah, I'm a solo dolo dude, but you know how good it feels like to go with your homie and torch shit and then come home and you're like, nigga, we just made a stack.
Right. Be like, nigga, we just
killed
these
right.
niggas.
It's the feeling is insane.
like you see the look on these niggas' faces whenever
Right.
we was all standing there.
And then we go back and look at footage. We like, look at this guy in the background. Like you feel, you feel that stuff. It's a different type of feeling that nothing else can give you. Mm-hmm. So I understand why kids want that too. So making crews, I think, is vital for communities in all styles. Breaking, popping, crump. I think it's dope. People take it upon themselves to do other things outside of that with the crew shit. That's not, for me. But I'm saying, like, I personally love crew stuff. Hey, you going through something? Nigga, we got you. What house you want to stay at? Like, you can come here, stay with me for a little bit. We're going to train. Guess what? It's an event happening next week. Well, now you got a roof over your head. You ain't got to worry about it. Let's go to that. Mm-hmm. Now you're thinking we just won two racks. Now you got 1,000 in your pocket. Just the other day, you were about, I got to go do what I got to do in the street to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but
I need to eat.
Gotta eat. Like, you ain't worried about this. You know what I mean? But the crew aspect of it got you that. So I feel like making crews is definitely something that, like, we should do more of because it brings that. But I feel like also, too, with the backing of big corporations for older people that still have it, you know what I mean? Still have the how you say it, the spark for what they doing when it comes to dance and stuff like that or sports. Active. Yeah, they still active and they actually giving like for the community. Okay, this dude is actually good. Like just because he's 40 doesn't mean shit. The dude is torching people. Like let's back that.
That's finna be what? They finna be sick of my ass. Bro, go sit your old ass down somewhere.
Yes. Let me stretch out real quick. I'm about to be in the finals with such and such.
Right. Y'all gonna have to work for this money, youngin'. Let's go, little nigga. Oh shit!
But I feel like that is needed, bro. I feel like the fam stuff that's the coolest shit to me. That's honestly why I stayed in dance. Cause at first I was like, shit, I'm just fighting. Like I don't give a fuck about dance like that. But then I seen what it did for me. Then I seen how it made other people feel. Like, bro, I would love to train with you every day. I would love to see how you think. And next thing you know, we talking about food. Next thing you know, we like, yo, Like, man, them cool shoes, or that's a crazy shirt you got. Like, what company is that? Now we're talking about fashion shit. Oh, you know I'm a photographer? Oh, I didn't know. I could take all your pictures. Like, now we networking within each other. And now you building a dynasty that you didn't even know was there before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so shit happens with crew stuff. That's why I like it.
1000%. And you grow with people, bro.
You grow.
Like,
right.
You never know, that person could legit, because this happened to me, like, save my life. Like,
nah, that's real.
You know what I mean?
That's real. I remember I was going through some shit.
Yeah.
I called these niggas, called the crew chat, driving home from my folks' house. We had got into it.
Everybody picking
balling. I'm yelling.
Bro,
I'm doing like 90, 100 all the way from Tampa to Orlando, bro. Just mad, telling them about it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what could have happened that night if I didn't have nobody to call. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have just took that bitch and been like, fuck it, woo.
Right.
For real, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, trust me, I hear you. Life is real. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that aspect of, like, crews is important. It's more important than people think. Like, people just want to be a part. So that's why, like, for me, like, my AK, my crew, like, there's people in there that don't crump. I'm like, I know I got people in there that's computer, like, whiz. Like, you know what I mean? I got a person there that does whacking. People that break. Like, I got some dude that all he do is computer shit. He make video games. Like, nigga, there's just a home for him. He told me, I don't have no friends. I said, what? How you have, like, and it was funny at first, but then I had to check myself, like, bro, this ain't funny. Like, this nigga's 27 years old and he telling me I have no friends. So you telling me every day for a long time you went through life not saying, like, not feeling like you had people that care about you? That's wild. Nigga, you want to be a part of AK? He was like, what? That's the craziest thing. So you telling me I just made somebody day just making him a part of a crew that he don't dance at all.
Right, just being a part of something.
Just being, like, you a part of the crew. So we, you know, I wake up, good morning, everybody, what y'all got going on? He be the first person to reply. I'm like, bro, what you got going on? What you making today, bro? Like, oh, I was making this, you know, troll head for this video game, and he makes super dope video games. But the fact that somebody's interested in what he's doing, like, he's like, bro, I stayed up an extra hour yesterday making this, like, such and such. Like, I'm like, bro, you cool as fuck. He's like, I've never had nobody tell me that.
That's, like, crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that aspect of it is like,
makes a hell of a difference.
Man, what?
Yeah.
What if he, you know what I mean? Again, I've had people tell me, like, I've saved them from them killing themselves. Like, just because you care. And now they're part of AK or whatever. It could be any crew. But you giving them that home. It's like, okay, hey, we about to go eat. You trying to go? Like, damn, I don't know the last time I went out to eat with anybody. Like, nigga, you're 31. You ain't, like, what are you doing at home? Nigga, like, what the fuck is going on?
That nigga Keister asked me yesterday. He was like, yo, you want to go eat with me whenever I come? Whenever I come out there, I said, no, nigga.
And they say join a crew. Yeah.
They said join the crew. All right. But I'm saying, like, you get what I mean? Like, y'all can play like that. But when people like that, like, you know the situations and stuff, is like, bro, that's wild. Like, to me, I feel like it's important. And that's the reason why I made AK one. Because I made it for the outcast. That's how I thought about it. People that's on the outside. Like, I don't give a fuck if you crump or not. Like, family is more important to me than any of that. Because what happens when you can't dance? Then what?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
And then you build such a bond where that shit lasts outside of dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah. Because I like fun shit. I'm going paintballing and shit. Fuck all that dance shit. Where we at with it?
We just went to the water park.
Where we at with it? Like,
man.
That's the thing that I'm on. Because, like, you make these memories, man. Like, this shit ain't gonna last forever.
I think a lot of people, especially dancers, forget. And it could just be people who have, like, these hobbies that or passions that they're very involved in, and it starts to become, like, a part of their identity.
Yeah.
And they forget, like, yo, you need to, that is not you. Like, that is not solely you. This is just something that you love to do. It's something that you do. You might put forth a vast majority of your time, and it could be your career, but, like, that's not who you are.
Yeah. You're not laying down as this fucking, you know, crazy B-boy. Like, nigga, you're just you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sit down,
like,
somewhere.
You know, people forget to just, like, let me go do these things. Let me go hang out with some people.
Be a human being. Detach.
Yeah, exactly. You are a human first.
Right.
Detach yourself from these labels of, like, I'm just a dancer. Be like,
okay, so you telling me you can't go and eat?
Right, like, that's cool. That's cool. You know, and
cool.
I will take that. I'll take that over somebody who be like, because these are people I hate. I remember whenever I first started talking to Ash, and I was like, listen, And then really anybody, like anytime I was talking to any chick, I was like, what are you into? Like, what do you do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do shit, but honestly, the way I look at people who be like, I don't want to say people who just be like, oh, I just dance, but it's like you don't have any identity or anything outside of that.
You don't do nothing else.
Right.
Trust me, I was in a. Never mind. Because I know exactly what you mean. Because I'm like, you don't do nothing outside of that at all. Like nothing.
Right.
Like you're weird. Because even me, and I devote myself, bro. You can vouch.
Yeah.
I devote myself to Krump and to boxing like hours on end. Hours, 6-7 hours. I still go and manage to have fun.
Right.
Yeah, and do other things. Like
I'm at the movies with it. Like I said, I'm going paintballing with it. I'm hitting a theme park with
right,
it.
bro. Like
something, nigga.
I'm a dancer for sure. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this. I spend a lot of time doing it.
Right, money off.
Nigga, I'm out. Game.
Fuck
I'm
this damn
shit.
Avid,
avid movie watcher.
Oh, me too, bro.
What I watch,
me too,
shows.
Bro.
I watch everything.
I'm at the movies all the time. I'm at the movies sometimes by myself, nigga.
I don't even know how I watch so much shit. Like I don't understand. I don't know how I have so much time.
I never know.
To watch so much shit.
I be thinking that to myself. I thought I was the only one. I promise you what you just said. I was like, I don't know how. I do all of this shit, but I find time to watch movies. And it be 2-hour movies.
Right. Locked in. What? I just watched
I just watched Batman.
I just watched Oppenheimer. 3-hour movie.
That's what the bomb thing.
Yes.
That's crazy.
About the nuke. Yes. That shit's mad good. I'm gonna watch it again. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna watch it.
That shit's mad good.
It had me at first the name. I'm like Oppenheimer. I'm like, oh shit. And it's the dude that played the Scarecrow.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, he played Scarecrow.
3-hour movie. Locked
you know what
in.
you could do in 3 hours, man? Niggas just be posted legs, no.
Right.
Not moving, bro.
Just.
Nah, that's fire.
Damn, this is crazy.
This is crazy.
Locked in.
That's everybody's favorite line. Oh shit, nigga, hey, this movie crazy.
Right.
That's fire, bro.
But I think we gonna wrap it there, man.
Yeah.
This is a good ass conversation.
Facts.
This might be my favorite episode thus far.
I'm honestly, I'm super hyped to see y'all. I'll tell you that for real.
Likewise.
I'm always hyped to see y'all boys.
Look, that's why whenever I hit you
Yeah.
last night, the thought, it just came to my head, bro. I was chilling there.
Yeah.
I was like, let me hit this nigga up. Bro, I hit this nigga up. I said, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? Nigga said, nada, what's up? Yo, you good? Because I didn't respond. He was like, yo, you good? Nigga called me. Ready.
I got my bag, bro.
I was like, nah, you know, 'cause my phone be on do not disturb after a certain time.
Yeah.
And I was doing some shit around the room.
See, at least my nigga know I got his back, though.
Right. I was like,
facts.
oh, this nigga, hold on. Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Let me know, my boy, because again, like I said, it's for me, and I think people take it differently, but I don't. If I'm cool with you and I say like I'm your friend or like you my boy, I got you. For most people, it ain't that. For me, it is that.
Right. It'd be some other weird shit.
Yeah. For me, I mean what I say and I say what I mean, and I think that rubs people the wrong way. And hopefully I can get better, you know what I mean, with how I guess address stuff like that. But
nah, but that's one of those things where it's like that in particular I don't think it's like a you thing, because I agree in just the way that people perceive the idea of like friendship,
right,
versus like, oh, we're an associate, or
like I'm cool with them, like
right.
yeah. Like
you know
I put time into, like, you know what I mean, we spending hours on end together, like, hey, this is a cool trick, hey nigga, let's get food together, like, hey bro, I only got like $5, I got $3, here we go, fuck it, like that's happened between us, like so for me, if my nigga hit me up random time and he don't respond, yo,
what's up?
My bag, I got, you know.
Right.
I'm on the way, nigga. Right. Just address with the transformer in that motherfucker. Like, let me know, bro, because I'm about that. But like I said, I appreciate y'all boys for real.
Like
always,
man.
Always.
Yeah,
this shit
man.
was super cool.
Yeah, bro. We might have to have you. Listen, once I get another mic, and if we get somebody that feels differently about the whole hip hop Krump light feet shit, we might have to bring you back, get somebody else on here and talk it out. Like, yo, what's
that'll be cool. I'll be down for that.
You know, and I'm here for like, one thing I want to say for anybody that gets to this point and is watching is that all of these, you know, I wrote it down for y'all last.
Get 'em.
I said, this is a reminder that this started as just wanting to share my thoughts and experiences.
Yeah.
These are our opinions, and it's all subject to change upon any information brought upon us that is educating or enlightening. Right.
That was cool too, though, because you got
this time. But like, I think I did get it out.
Yeah. You got the last piece of what you wrote down out, so that was cool.
But you like, any point in time, you know what I'm saying, we can learn new information and change our opinions and our perspectives. There's at least I'll speak for myself, there's very few things that I'm standing 10 toes on whenever it comes to an opinion about a lot of this shit. Especially dance stuff, you know, it's super subjective.
Right.
A lot of opinions and different shit like that.
A lot of mostly opinions. Like, so I'm with you on that. There's very, very few things that I'm just like, nope, this is what it is. Right. Yeah. Other than that, I'm always open minded because again, it's subject to change on information that you're given. Like, somebody could tell you something and like, oh, well, this is what this meant. Like, oh shit, like I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm. And then they got the facts and the evidence and everything.
That.
Like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? That. So this is just a reminder that that's
those
what this
fire
is.
Too, Keister.
What?
Your shoes, those fire.
Oh man, look, man. Nike, call me, man. Call me.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Nike, call me. I'll be your Air Max sponsor. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I always was saying no to Crocs.
To the Crocs? Nigga, I was looking at them earlier.
Those Crocs?
Bro, what? See?
Yes.
You see?
And they got the fluffy inside.
Them shit's so comfortable. I kept looking at those the whole joint. I'm like,
bro, fur on the inside of my shit.
Yes, bro.
Those are Crocs?
I come out of the hospital in these.
On Black Friday?
Come on, man. I'm different, Keister.
I might have to snack.
Come on, Kay.
On Black Friday, Ash went and got her. She was like, I got me some more Crocs. She got 2 pairs of Crocs. Nigga, I saw those. They had them in the burgundy. You know how I am about my burgundy.
Yeah, that's what the first ones I saw, the burgundy ones. I was going to get them. I was going to get those because I was like, I'm not getting the duck-looking Croc ones. I told everybody, like, I'm not fucking doing it.
I can't do them.
I told everybody, no. Ex-girlfriend, no. Everybody, no.
Can't do them.
I'm not doing these shits. I'm not wearing, you know, these fucking it-looking shoes.
Not.
I'm not doing it, bro. But then I seen some open-toe and the chick that I was talking to, she had on some like marble ones, but it didn't have the fur on the inside, just marble. And I'm like, those are fire sandals. What are those? She's like, Crocs. I said, fuck no. They ain't Crocs. She's like, yes, they are. They got regular sandals. I said, if they got regular sandals, I'll get Crocs. I said, what about fur on the inside? She was like, let's go to the Croc store. So they got a store?
Them joints look
We went to the store, and then, because I'm partially colorblind, a lot of people don't know that. I'm partially colorblind.
Me too.
Yeah, that's why you that nigga. You know what I mean? So when I seen it, I'm like, what color is these? She was like, these are like burgundy. Because I fuck with burgundy. I was like, I think I'm getting these. And I was like, damn, but I can't wear them with everything. My game chair burgundy. And I was like, damn, if they had black. And I tried to get black. They didn't have black. And it was like, okay, we're going to restock, you know, like 2 months. I said, well, that's going to be the time I get Crocs. I get black with the fur on the inside. So I went back. And they was like, oh, we don't have them. We only got the black regular. I said, fuck that. I'm ordering these. I want these.
Right. Yeah.
So I ordered these, and they came. I put my feet in them. I was like, bro.
What? Listen, nigga, I was in the store, tried them bitches on. I was like, oh,
bro, next level, bro. I kid you not. Every time, like, I've only had them for like 2 days, 3 days. No matter what, bro, I kick my shoes off quick.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see what's up.
Bro, these are fire. I'm definitely getting, they had like some dark, almost like green, like almost like fatigue. Like you couldn't really see if they green or black for me rather.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting those too because they fire.
Yeah,
I'm at least getting 2 pair. These and those ones, or these are the burgundy ones.
Those are the next ones. Those are the next joints I'm getting.
And see, I can rock these with everything because they black. And I'm about to get the John Wick gibbets on my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gibbets is lit. I ain't gonna lie.
And see, that I like it's cool because it's like you got your little spots or whatever, and it's not OD like
the
people
other joints.
French fry and this and that. It's like, okay, bro, like I don't want a whole playground and shit on my
Right, shits be. I ain't gonna lie, like they cool.
Yeah.
Cause when Ash had got me my pair of Crocs and I had some gibbets on it, we didn't overdo it, but like them bitches be coming off. Flying everywhere. Yeah. Oh, it's not too bad, but whenever you just got a bunch on there, like
shit look crazy.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a whole castle of Mario jumping off and grab the flag on your shit. Like
you look like the inside of it looked like the inside of a fucking high school locker with stickers and shit.
Oh man.
Like I don't 2 or 3, the little, you know what I mean, a clip, John Wick little pendant, and maybe you know, an AR-15 or something on there. Like
you
I'm
straight.
cool with that. Yeah, bro. Like
big chillin'.
Yeah, bro. But they definitely comfortable though. I'll tell you that. They very comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm always playing a game in my shit. The last 2 days, Crocs.
What? And I know
I
know I need
here, Crocs.
I got some Nike slides. Like slides is cool and shit, but like nigga, I be wearing Ash fluffy slides. That's how I know I need me some of them because they just be
it took me a while, I'm not gonna lie, to get them because they was telling me like, you know, they $50. I'm like, bro, I can get some real shoes. Like no disrespect to Croc, but I was like, fuck it. Then they went on sale. And I was like, oh, this is my time.
It's up.
It's my time. You telling me $30 for these?
Oh, snatched.
What?
Yeah.
Ordered right away, got them. And bro, they definitely, like I said, I'll be wearing them now. I go to the store for something small and they get sugar like honey. I'm putting Crocs on. When he told the interview, like, hey, can I come at 4? Like, yeah. Put my clothes on. First thing I did was like, oh shit, I'm put my Crocs on.
Yup. Slide right in them hoes.
Didn't have to do extra, no nothing, nigga. And it go with what I got on. They all black.
I'm already knowing.
Murdered out.
I'm about to see what's up.
They fire, but I'm telling you, it's gonna change. It's gonna change everything. I just couldn't get the other ones.
Exactly.
These I can do, but those other Crocs that everybody be wearing.
Nah, I ain't know exactly nothing, nigga, because you was talking about something. Oh, you ain't never gonna see me in no Crocs.
And you haven't.
Whatever, nigga.